I came to Dnow because my sister told me it was really fun. She told me it really changed her life because as first as I came here, I thought it'd just be like a regular camp, just having fun, doing something. As I got through the days, it changed a lot as I learned about freedom, and Jesus gives you freedom to do whatever you want and not a slave as sin, but a slave as righteousness.
I just really want to go from tonight on to really actually pursue Christ in a way that I go out and with my actions really make it obvious and not just rely on the fact that everyone knows I'm a Christian and not do anything about it, but actually do something.
Just like during the whole process, it just like really moved me, and it got me thinking about how much like I sometimes do things that like aren't that Christian, and I think like, oh, it's okay. I mean, this one little thing that I do won't hurt that much, but it really kind of does in ways that like I'm like giving other people the sense of that I'm not a Christian and that I just can do whatever and it won't really matter to me, but I really, really do care. I mean, Jesus is a really important part of my life to me, and I now after this just feel like I want to like show people that.
Well, I really love Disciple Now Weekend, and I don't say that lightly. It is something that I've been a part of probably since I was about in the 3rd grade. That's when my parents first started opening up their homes to Disciple Nows, let kids come, and I just think it is an incredible idea, the way you can combine worship and fun and learn amazing truths about God all in one weekend. And I love being part of it here because I think it is one of the things that first made me realize how much I love Park Cities Baptist Church. And a lot of it is because of the girls that I've been able to work with while I've been here at this church. And this year I'm a leader of the junior girls.
I've been doing Dnow since 8th grade. So I did 8th through 12th grade and decided to come back last year, as my 4th year at A&M, as a counselor, see what I could do to give back to the church. And some of the stuff that I learned last year and this year is, I had 8th grade boys last year, 7th grade boys this year, and the way that the kids can wrap their minds around these verses is something that I haven't even experienced yet. I haven't figured out, and they've helped me figure this out. Some of the stuff that we're talking about is very difficult for kids to understand. Religion versus relationship, denying yourself, being ridiculous about your faith, and they're so real about it. They're so passionate about wanting to know Christ more. And it's kind of refreshing to think that the youngest, unto the youngest of these, unto the least of these, that are letting a counselor or another leader just have a new vision of Christ.
Okay, what I've seen God do at Dnow this year is, as I went from small group to small group and listened to the kids talk, I heard kids that were really getting to gel together in community and ask good questions about church and their religion.
And they're marking up their Bibles, they're taking notes, and they're engaged and they're asking questions over the scriptures, which is what we really want to do. We don't want them to just come and be fed. We want them to learn to self-feed. We want them to ask those questions. We want to engage them where they are and help them participate in the learning process.
A lot of the kids are going through the motions. We live in the middle of the Bible Belt, and because of that, there's a lot of cultural pressure to be a certain type of Christian, or really just to have Christian as a tagline. And I think Dnow has given them an opportunity to really question whether or not that's what the heart of the gospel message is.
They really strive to learn and to grow and to be ridiculous for Christ. And you see that, and it is refreshing as a leader to be challenged back by that and say, these girls, are 16 and 17, and they're saying, I'm going to be ridiculous. I'm going to do something different. And it's part of what makes this church great, and just the truth that you can see coming out in the people that make up the body of this church, starting with these kids. And I'm sure a lot of it comes from their parents, comes from their leaders. And I love being part of that, seeing God work. More than one person come together in His name, and He is there, and you feel that at Disciple Now Weekend. He is here, He is working in these kids' lives, and He is changing Dallas through them. And it's just a really amazing thing to experience.